Okay, good morning, guys. I wanted to go over a little bit about posting and how we do it, how we find groups, um, how we post ads, what an ad looks like, what we say to people, getting them out of the group, the whole process. Once you get started, this is going to become second nature, but sometimes it takes seeing exactly how things are done to get it to make sense. So I'm going to show you the whole process from start to finish, from finding new groups to add to getting them in the group, and so on and so forth. So the first thing we're going to start with is how to find new groups. This is going to be one of the most important processes. Probably if you're just getting started, are in some local yard sale groups. This is the type of group that we use to post our ads in. And I know it's going to sound silly or like it should be more complicated, but that's literally how I've built my entire business and how I teach my team to build their businesses. So that's what we do. So you're gonna have a few of those probably on hand from start shopping around, but I'm going to show you guys how to find new ones. I'm going to be showing you from a computer just for the sheer easiness of it, for the fact that I'm holding my phone. So this exact same process can be done on a phone or a tablet, but I'm just going to be showing you on a computer. So you're going to start with the search bar up here. On the computer, there's a search bar also at the top of your phone on your Facebook app. So you're going to start with typing in keywords. Some of my favorite keywords to use are like, let's see, county, yard sale. Hang on, you guys got to bear with me. I'm typing with one hand. No rules. And I like the no rules sites because they don't have rules, and so they're less likely to get you thrown out of there for posting in those groups. So some other keywords you could use are like a color and then county yard sale, or garage sale, or Craigslist county, or there's literally a gazillion yard sale sites. So use your creativity and find some sites to join. So one of the most important things to do when you first get started is to find new yard sale sites and put yourself on a posting schedule. So I would say when you get started to join 5 to 10 groups a day. Don't go over that, because Facebook has this little feature called Facebook Jail, and if it thinks that you're maybe a computer doing something, or maybe you're doing some spammy activity, you can throw you in jail. You can lose privileges to posting in groups, and it can really slow you down. So you kind of want to fly under the radar there, and 5 to 10 a day when you're first starting to getting added to those. And then we'll talk about posting schedule when we get to that. But so then the next step over here is at the top. This feature's on your phone as well. You just have to scroll to the side on the phone to see the groups tab, but you're going to pick groups so that it's showing you only groups, and then it's going to bring up a list of groups. If you're not in the group, it's going to say join right here, or if you're on a phone, it'll be a plus sign. If you're already in it, it'll have a check mark and say joined, or just a check mark from the phone, so that you know what are available to join. A little bonus tip on this is that because Facebook is all about connecting you with people, it's going to give you the groups that your friends are in at the top. So it's going to fit this criteria here, and then the next filter that it's going to give you is the ones that your friends are in, because it's going to try to connect you. Likely, if you're doing our business, you're going to be friends with a lot of associates. So like you can see here, I have 11 other friends in the group besides the names they list out, 7 friends here. So like hot tip of the day here, the further down you scroll on the list, the less friends. So like here's a good example. There's 17,000 members in here versus the 12 people I just had on my friends list. There's only 2 on this group. So the further down you scroll, there's only 1 friend in this group. The less associates that you're friends with that are going to be in these groups. So if you're looking for new groups, that's a great way to find new groups to join that other associates are not in. So I'm friends with literally hundreds of associates. So the further down I scroll, the less associates they're going to be. So that's sort of step one, is the finding the new groups. Of course, you can use your local groups, but you want to make sure you are finding new groups, branch out, reach across the country. If you're interested in international business, you can even reach across international borders into Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Mexico. We're live and have warehouses in all of those locations. So if you're feeling froggy, then you can try the international business. So once you get some groups, the next step is going to be to start posting your ads. And this step gets a little scary for people, but I promise it's not scary. We have literally just step by step, do this, do this, do this. This is the script you use for this. So it shouldn't be scary. Just ask your associate for the scripts for this step. But this is the next process, and this is, like I said, literally how I built my whole business. So I'm going to show you guys how to post an ad exactly. So I'm going to go back to my home screen. There's a groups tab on phone or computer. You're going to click the groups tab. Another hot tip is when you, these are pending invites. So these are your favorite groups here, and then groups you manage, and then your groups. On a phone, it's, I think, going to show you all those kind of in like a condensed version, and then it'll start showing you like your general yard sale groups. So whether you're on a phone or a computer, another tip for that is these groups here that are at the top of the page and just like the general groups section are the groups that you've visited most recently. So when you're posting ads, the further down on this list here you scroll, the less recently you were in that group, meaning the less recently you posted an ad in there. So if you're trying to get constant new eyes on your ads, then you're going to want to scroll down a little bit and find some of the groups that you haven't posted in lately. So I'm going to wait for some of those to load, and then I'm going to pick a couple here for you guys to see. I'm going to do, okay, so we'll do this one. So like I said, the further down on the list you scroll, the less recent you've visited, the less recent you've posted an ad, the more likely you are to get new eyes on the products. The other thing is, you know, to keep in mind along that same line is if you are constantly posting in the 10 or 5 or however many groups that are just right here at the top, then you're going to be kind of flooding that market and getting the same people seeing the same thing. So, you know, try to scroll down a little bit and get groups that you've not been in a little while, and get new eyes on the products. So I opened up this group. I just posted some ads last night, so I kind of have some, I have copied to my clipboard what I'm going to be using, but I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So I always use this feature right here. I go straight to the group. I push start a discussion, not sell something. Start a discussion. Now this is whether I'm on a phone or on the computer. I always select start a discussion, and then I do write something. I either type out, oops, I forgot that I sent somebody a link. Let me go back and copy this ad that I'm using. Okay, so paste your ad in there or type your ad in there. Let me get rid of that. And so this is an example of an ad. Start a discussion. I pasted my ad in here. What would it mean to you to lose the weight before the holidays? I'm here to tell you there's a better way than crazy wraps, constant workouts, and extreme deprivation. I'd love to help you get started with me today. Drop below how much weight you'd like to lose. So this is an example of an ad that I've been using. It's been doing really well. But here I want to point out to you guys that I've put a call to action in here, which is drop below how much weight you'd like to lose. Call to actions seem to always get better response. So whether you're using, you don't have to use these words, change it up, make it sound like you. Find an ad that works for you, but then put a call to action on it. It could be type Christmas in the comment section below, or type get sexy with Allie in the comment section below, or whatever it is. But create a call to action for them to put in the comment section. Always seems to get a great response. Or you could say, message me how much weight you want to lose, or message me info, the word info, to get started today, or whatever. But put a call to action on there. It always does well. So then I'm going to add my photo. Today I'm using a personal before and after photo, but I want to point out that it's a common misconception that you can't be successful without a good before and after. I have used every before and after available. I've used my own before and afters. I've used team before and afters. As long as it's a good before and after, it's going to work. So don't think that just because you're just getting started, or maybe you haven't lost the weight that you want to lose, that you can't be successful. That's not true. Just find a good before and after, change it up, change up your wording. Don't be constantly posting the same things. That's another good way to get into jail. So find some 3 or 4 different ads to be posting, and use those. So this is what it looks like. I went to the group, I started a discussion, I typed or copied and pasted my ad in there, added my photo, and now I'm going to post. And boom, there it is on the yard sale site. So then I'll start getting comments in here. So now I want to talk to you guys about posting schedules. So I think one of the most important things to do when you first start, on top of adding new groups and getting yourself started on posting, is to put yourself on a posting schedule. So one of the things that I did when I started, when I was working, is I figured out how much time and what times during the day I had to work, and really focused on those. And I called those like 15-minute power hours, or whatever you want to call it. But I found the time in my work schedule that I could work, and that was when I posted ads. That was when I responded to customers, when I got them added to the group. So get yourself on a posting schedule. I tell everybody who's very serious about building a business, my suggestion to you, if you are wanting at some point, or are already wanting to do this full-time, or full-time in the future, then I suggest putting yourself on a posting schedule that's something like posting no less than 15 ads a day, 3 to 4 times a week. So that should kind of keep you flying under the Facebook jail radar, but you're still actively posting, promoting, getting your befores and afters out there, and getting new prospects. So that would be my suggestion. No less than 15 on your posting days, and no less than 3 to 4 days a week. Now, what to do on the off days? On the off days, you could spend some time finding new groups. You can spend some time following up with the prospects that you've already added. You spend some time following up with product users. Spend some time getting into some personal development, or some coaching, or some training, or some of the free classes that are online on just getting better, or using some of the content that's in our training group. Those are the types of things that you would do on the off days. And then on your posting days, you focus on posting, gathering leads, and putting the prospects into our group. So that is my suggestion for posting, and this is an example of an ad. So the next thing I want to show you, I said I was going to show you guys start to finish what posting entails. So this is my ad. It's now up. When you post an ad, you're going to start getting people reaching out to you. And they're going to reach out to you several different ways. Some people are going to go down here and do what you asked them to do in the call to action, which is tell you how much weight they'd like to lose. So they're either going to comment, or they're going to end up in your inbox, and they're going to ask you for information that way, or maybe they will, I don't know, comment, message, like the post, whatever. So either way, you're going to start getting messages. So I have a post here. that I posted last night that I haven't done anything with, so that I could show you guys exactly what I do. So as you can see, this is the post that I posted. I just posted this morning. I used the same one. This is the one I used last night. It's got some comments on it. You can see here where people are saying info, at least 50 pounds, blah, blah, blah. So this girl here, I've already discussed this with, but let's say I haven't. I would, on a phone, I would click her name. On my computer here, I'm going to hover over her name, right click on messages, and open it up in a new tab. But on a computer, I would just click her name and then click messages, and it would bring up her message to me. So she said, I would love some info, blah, blah, blah. I responded with this. Thanks for reaching out. I've lost X amount of weight. Some of the things we offer is weight loss, appetite control, clean energy, blah, blah, blah. This may or may not be for you, but if it's something that interests you, I'd love to help. No biggie. If not, no biggie. If you are open to losing some weight, please send me a friend request and I'll add you to my support group. All the information regarding pricing, ingredients, and ordering can be found in my group, and it's easier to share with you. I am also doing contests and always doing contests and giveaways that you don't want to miss out on. Look forward to chatting with you. So, now I say this or something like this every single time, no matter what they say to me. So sometimes people are going to inbox you and say price, and that's all they're going to say, like you're not a real person. So regardless of what they say here, I say this. If they comment here and say info, I say this. So you get the point. No matter what they say, no matter how they reach out, no matter whatever, this is what I send every single time. And so I saved this intentionally for you guys so that I could show you the entire process of doing this. So after I sent this message, she said to me, I sent you a friend request, very interested to look through your group. So I'm going to then go up to my friend request tab here, or on your phone, it's going to be in your notifications section. And I'm going to look for her friend request. I figured it'd be right at the top because she literally just sent it. But it looks like Facebook is being a little crazy. Okay, so it's being a little crazy today. So the other thing I could do is I go to her profile. And respond to her confirm request, respond to her friend request. Boom, yay, we're friends. Okay, so then the next step to this process, after you've posted your ad, got a response, sent them a message to friend request you, the next step is going to be to get them in the group. So I'm going to go to our VIP Journey to True Health. This is the group that we work in together as a team. All of us work it. All of us keep it running. All of us work very hard in here. This is where everybody's prospects go. So then I'm going to type her name in the ad section. Again, if you're on a phone, it's just slightly different. I think it's just a plus sign at the top of the page. But I'm going to type her name in, Brittany Hudson. Okay, there she pops up. Been friends since 2017. Add her. Look, she's been added. The next thing to do is to find the pin post. If you're on a phone, it's just going to be like a little bar that says pin post. You click it, it'll open it up to look more like this. Then I'm going to comment on it. I'm going to tag her, Brittany Hudson, by putting an @ sign in the box and starting to type her name. There she is, Brittany Hudson. I'm going to say welcome to our support page. Here is some info. I'll be messaging you shortly, or something like that. You can see on this post what some of the others are saying. But basically, you're not just going to tag them, you're going to tag them and welcome them. So welcome to the group. Take a look around. If you need anything, let me know. Please message me with any questions you have, blah, blah, blah. Either way, you're going to add them, tag them with a welcome, and then boom, they're in the group. They're tagged, and they're ready to go. So that's what we do. It's that simple. Oh, there it is, popped up with their tag. Okay, so then the next step is going to be to let them know that you've added them and tagged them. For this section, I have to be honest, I'm bad and I didn't get a post ready. So you guys just bear with me 1 second while I get that ready. Sorry, I should have had this ready for you guys. Bear with me. I'm getting there. Making sure I get you guys the correct message so you see what to do.